Hey, good evening, everyone. I am back here. It's been a while. I've kind of been away a little bit, and I'll explain why in a little bit. Various reasons. None of them are bad. Just took a little break, concentrating on some other things. But I do want to just kind of jump back in here now that we're almost a month into the new year, and I've kind of purposely stayed away a little bit, and sort of just been kind of watching what's been going on and kind of observing and people's attitude since the election. And I know I didn't really talk too much about it afterwards because I'm still a little skeptical about a lot of things. Um, Although whatever your beliefs are, that's on you. I do think we were going in a wrong direction. I don't know. Hopefully, we can get this country steered back in a good direction. I don't know. I don't know if Donald Trump's the man to do it. Um, because I don't really believe that one man can change an entire country. But I do think that the influence and the proper, um, I guess, agenda and ideas can hopefully do that. But we still do contend with a lot of people that actually hate this country that live here and vote, which is kind of frightening in itself. And I've always said you can disagree with the way things go, but to actually hate the country is just, I think it's just ridiculous to me. So I don't want to go off on a tangent about that. But what I do want to say, because this is a preparedness channel, and first and foremost, and now in an outdoor channel, I've done a lot of things over the last year to kind of branch out a little bit. So, because I'll be honest with you, I don't want to sit in front of my TV in front of, you know, watching the news all day and trying to put together, videos sometimes because you can get that anywhere. And if you watch the news, I make your own decisions. Make your own, come up with your own conclusions. I don't want to. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do. I mean, I'll definitely voice my opinion on here, and I've done it many times. I don't expect anybody to agree with me. If you do, great. If you don't, that's your business. I've always said just let's keep it civil. But from a preparedness standpoint, do I think that we should rest and now that we can breathe a sigh of relief for the next 4 years? Absolutely not. Um, Many of the people that were in charge before this election are still in power. They may not be the majority power, but they still are having a lot of influence. And I think there's been a lot of damage done coming in, coming into the election, and even now with the inauguration. I mean, we saw the first of the year, we saw the terrorist attacks, um, in where was it down in New Orleans, and in the exploding Tesla outside of Trump Tower in Vegas. So we kind of started the year off with a bang. I don't know, um, that I don't think the election of one person is going to change everything overnight. And I think a lot of people seem to feel that that's the case. I don't, and I never have. I don't put my faith in politicians, and I don't think you should either. I think you should, put faith in yourself and actually have some good faith, and maybe for the higher powers where I'm going with that. But um, I don't think you should ever put your faith in the hands of a politician. I absolutely think that's a bad idea. Um, can you support them? Sure. But I always say keep them at an arm's length because I've said it many times, the left wing and the right wing are all parts of the same bird. I truly believe that. I think there's a lot of these things that are on TV for show as far as these investigations into whatever. But in case you haven't noticed, they rarely go anywhere, and it's just basically a show for um, us lowly people as they really look at us as. It's to make us feel like they're actually doing something when nothing really gets done. These people continue to break the law on both sides. So, as far as that goes, moving forward, um, keep your preparedness plan going. Um, we're never out. I don't think we're ever out of the woods totally. And if you look around the world, there's a lot of saber rattling still. I mean, I think there's some things that have maybe settled down since the election. And I don't know what to believe. To be honest with you, I don't trust the media at all, and you shouldn't either. I'd be honest. And even if you feel it's the truth and they are giving you the truth, always be skeptical and always look for your do your own research to find the truth. The truth is out there. Sometimes it just takes a little bit to get to, which is which is why, like I said, I've kind of stayed away a little bit. I've kind of wanted to just watch how things have unfolded. I didn't really want to come on here and I don't fearmonger on here. I've said all along, I'm not going to try to scare the daylights out of you to do anything. I'm going to hopefully inspire you, maybe give you some tips, maybe expose you to some new things as far as like some of the outdoor stuff I was doing last year and some of the camping adventures, which I hope to really do and ramp up this year a little bit more. And also the last couple months, I mean, it was a holiday season, but I've also been working on some things on the side. I actually, in addition to my job, YouTube is not my job. Obviously, if it was, you wouldn't be seeing me here, because I'd be starving in the ICU on fluids, because I'd be starving to death. So I do hope you enjoy these videos, and I appreciate all the followers that I have and that have stuck around, and I hope to maybe change things around a little bit this year. It's going to be a little bit slow moving for a little bit, because I'm actually working on some things, and I'm going to show you that. I'm going to touch on some one of the things that I've actually been concentrating on and why I've been away. And I have actually been working on learning some like editing procedures, because I do want to make these videos a little more easier to watch, maybe a little more, I don't want to say entertaining, because I don't want to look at myself as an entertainer. I'm hoping I can just, if you can learn something, or if I can expose you to something new, inspire you to do something. That's really what this has been about. I never say I'm an expert on anything, but yeah, I think we should continue to see just how things play out. I think we're going to continue to have a faction of our society that are going to fight against as we say, the American way. I think there's some things that are happening right now that are probably going to stir up trouble. I know a lot of people don't like the issues at the border and things like that. There's a lot of people that think we should just open our borders and let anybody in, and just let them run rampant here. I kind of disagree on that. I mean, I have no problem with immigration at all. Not one bit. As long as you do it legally, and as long as we're not letting in murderers and terrorists, and we're seeing that has been the case to some degree, and we need to bring that, kind of get that in check a little bit. So if you don't agree with me on that, that's your opinion. But hopefully the decisions and your thoughts don't come back to haunt you in the end. Which that's what I would never wish harm on anybody. But I'm afraid that some of these people that are leading the rallying cry for open borders are actually going to see that their ideas are probably not as good as they think, and it's probably going to come back and haunt them at some point. So just keep that in mind. Keep vigilant on everything. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of, they're saying now there's different kind of terror cells across the country that could be popping up. There's been some intelligence that have told us that. Keep your head on a swivel. Like I said, I've watched some of these events where, especially the one in New Orleans where the guy drove the car into the crowd. Be very mindful if you're going to events like this. I personally am trying to stay away from large events just because of that. I think you're sitting duck, and especially in areas where you're not allowed to carry your self-defense tools with you. I know we can't say certain things on YouTube because they're actually led by a lot of weak-minded men and women. So they would like to limit that, because I guess they get scared and have their feelings hurt. So we'll tread lightly, just because the message is sometimes more important. But anyway, keep that in mind. As you're venturing out, I actually had a couple over the last couple of years. I actually talked about one of the incidents. It's been about a year or so ago on here, that happened to my wife and I at Christmas. That, had I not been paying attention, could have gone probably badly for us. Had another instance here over Thanksgiving week. Was in a rough neighborhood down south on traveling back, and if you caught my videos, I did the camping trip to Florida. Drove back and kind of had a little bit of an incident at a gas station, and let's just say it wasn't the best part of town. Bad choice on my part. Just wasn't aware. I thought it was close enough to the interstate but it turned out well, and being vigilant and practicing situational awareness has helped that. I apologize, my furnace kicked on. I don't have a good spot to record right now, so I'm actually down in my workshop, which is something I'm going to get to. In case you don't know, in addition to this, and this is one of the reasons I've been away, because I've been concentrating on this. I do custom leather work. I've been doing it for years on and off. Various different things, everything from wallets, belts. I'm kind of venturing now into more of the outdoor stuff, holsters, magazine pouches. So just to give you an idea, this is why I've been away. I've actually been making a lot. I'm planning on doing some shows. These are just some of the things that I do. Magazine pouches for various guns. This is a custom holster I did. This is a very basic outside the waistband holster for micro 9mm, and it'll fit several different ones. I do things like that. Wallets, Bigfoot. If you follow me, you know I do we go to some of the festivals and stuff, and I do oddball little things like these pouches, which you can use for, you know, various different things. So that's what I've been concentrating on, and I hope to maybe bring you some videos of these as I get my editing skills up. I may do some how-to stuff. If you're interested in seeing something like that, please let me know. And if you have a need for a product, hit me up here. I also have an Instagram channel, and it's Keystone Preparedness on Instagram. Definitely check it out over there, because I do post a lot of the pictures of some of the things that I've made, and I do make things custom order. I can do different things for you. So if that's something you're interested in, you know, definitely go over to Instagram and check out my page, and you follow it over there, because I do post a little bit, and I do post some you know, photos and stuff from some of our trips over there. But so that's why I'm touching back in. Like I said, it's been a busy winter, and I've been kind of laying low a little bit and just kind of watching things. So I do appreciate if you've stuck around. I hope you like some of the stuff I'm putting out. Like I said, I'm hoping to start bringing you some better quality videos this year. I got kind of lazy last year, and just, you know, I was having more fun camping and getting out fishing and things like that than I was being behind a camera and really being in front of a computer. But I am working on that. It's a little behind the scenes, some editing. I do want to make these videos better, and I want them to be more informative. I do want you to learn, you know, some different things from them. And if there's some ideas, if there's anything you have that you'd like to see, some outdoor stuff, if you like the camping videos, let me know. But I'm definitely gonna have some stuff coming up. The weather here has been really kind of sketchy and cold here, and not real conducive to that, and haven't got outside. Got a few more chickens in the fall, so I'm starting to lay, you know, we're starting to get some eggs roll around again. I'd like to do a little video on that too, because it seemed like the chicken videos actually people enjoy, and I'd like to get into that and do some informative things if you're interested in, you know, starting your own flock. So I do have some ideas in mind. Like I said, I'm going to be a little slow here probably over the next month or so in doing these videos, but I'm going to try to get back and start doing them on a little more regular basis. So I appreciate you stopping by. As always, keep your head on a swivel, keep getting prepared, build those stocks up if you can. You know, whatever your budget allows, do it. Don't buy into the some of the hype and some of the fear tactics of a lot of the, you know, some of the preppers. Man, do what you can do. If you can only do a little bit, do a little bit. You know, don't buy into you have to have the $500 knife and the $1,000 flashlight. Get what you can afford and what you're going to be able to use, and then, you know, eventually down the road, increase that things. But say the same thing if you're building your pantry. Start small and do what you can do. If you can afford a little extra, great. If you can't, do what you can do. Maybe it's only one or two things, you know, every time you go to the store, but it will add up. But just keep your eye on things that are going on here. I think we're going to have an interesting year. It started off pretty interesting. Seems like it's been a little quiet. It's almost a little bit frightening, but I think a lot of it is we're just not getting things reported to us. As always, they're going to do what they can to make this administration look bad while they hide things that are probably products of the last one. So anyway, I appreciate you sticking around. I hope I'm glad to be back on here, and I hope that I can start bringing you guys a little more videos down the road. But like I said, it's going to be maybe a little slow here for the next couple weeks. But I am preparing to kind of launch the leather work a little bit bigger than I've done in the past. I've kind of kept it on a small level, but I am working on launching it into a little bigger endeavor. So like I said, if there's something there, check me out on Instagram. I do post a lot of that. And if there's something if you need something, if you need to order something or need something custom made, hit me up over there. That's probably easier than here. Just send me a message and I'll get back to you, and definitely can work with you. With your artwork, whatever you need done, I can usually pull it off to some degree. So anyway, it's good to see everybody. I'm good to be back. And if you like these videos, please give them a like and subscribe. Tell your friends if it's something you think they'd be interested in, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks.